Hey everyone, it's Jen with Monday. Forgetting the name for Monday right now. But thank you, Christina, for letting me post on Monday. Didn't get a chance to post on Saturday, so sorry. I will try to be more regular with my Saturdays going forward. But yeah. Um, so today we're starting an excellent rotation, which I'm so excited about because it's positive and it really speaks to moving forward as the year wraps up. So Ariel created this rotation. So thank you, Ariel. And our first our first topic is celebrating your strengths. What are they? How can you appreciate them? How can you enhance them? How can you build on them? I want to speak to my own experience in some ways with this year having really been a year of, for me, for of identifying my strengths and knowing myself better, knowing my strengths, knowing if I could put one label or one term or one theme on this whole year, it would probably be self-reflection, and not in a selfish way, but in a really progressive way, so that it allows me to be the person I want to be in this world and have the hopefully the effect hopefully have the effect on others that I want to have. And I think that can only first come with self-reflection and self-awareness. And I have gotten to know myself a lot better this year, and I have to give credit to being a part of this channel because it's now been over 2 years, about 2.5 years. And since I've started making videos for this channel, I have grown so much. I've gotten to know myself a lot better. I've gotten to identify myself as an empowering and empowered individual, which it really was a big part of that being on the channel. It really was a very big boost for me in that way. It really allowed me to develop that potential that I somehow probably knew about myself, but hadn't really had the right opportunity um, to personify it. It's part of the message that I want to put out there in terms of finding finding who you are, finding what means a lot to you and owning that and letting that propel you forward. I think it's just so big. Like, because when you find those things about who you are, a lot of the other stuff stops being as important. Like, what you weigh stops being as important. What what your body looks like stops being as important. The way you see yourself, you start to see yourself as a whole person. You start to highlight your strengths and let that be the thing that speaks the loudest about you, that you present to the world, that you present to yourself, that you see in the mirror, you know, that you hear in your voice, that you hear in your interactions with people. That is the real stuff that you come to identify as you, as yourself. And it's so important to extract, to build on those things about yourself which are truly yours. And when you do that, you your connections with others are that much more authentic and that much more empowering and just genuine and real and warm and strong. And those are the thing, that's the gut, that's the heart of what really moves you forward and moves you kind of out, takes you out of that sickness mindset. Is starting to identify yourself with things about yourself that you love and focus on those things. Just focus on those things. It's where you put your focus on, and where you um, focus your gratitude on, that allows you to really grow. And and I do often think it's about feeling grateful, and for the things that you like about yourself, even if you're even if there are things that you don't like about yourself, which we all have, and even if you're feeling stuck in sickness, which many of us have been there, even if those things are currently happening, you can still choose to shift your focus and feel and acknowledge the things that you do like, and focus on those things and feed those things and feel grateful for those things. And those things will grow, and by extension, the other stuff will fade into the background. It will have less importance. It will have less value. It will matter less. It won't take up as much space in your mind, and it won't weigh you down so much. I think it's important to allow your strengths to lift you up and direct them into places that are important to you, and where you can really exercise your passion, your zest for life, your zest for why you're in this world, and let that materialize and let that actualize. And if you're in a place where you just can't find those things, you just don't know, you can't identify those things right now, that's okay. So all you need to do is focus on just a tiny bit, because that's where it starts anyway for everyone. So I think just focusing on the smallest possible thing that you can identify about yourself that you like, even for a couple minutes a day, or as much as you can, that, if you focus, that is real. That's real time spent focusing on what you like about yourself and feeling good about it. That's real time spent. That allows contrast. That allows a reference point to refer back to. That allows you, that's real time that you spent smiling. That's real time that you can own a memory that you created in that time based on a really good feeling. That's real time spent knowing yourself through another person. Real time spent having an interaction and letting that elevate you, and that is what matters. That moment is real. It matters. So if you can just be in those moments where you see yourself as good and strong, and you see the things about yourself that you want to feed, and not even focusing on the stuff that you want to go away in terms of wanting them to go away, but really focusing on this, just on the stuff in a positive way that you want to feed about yourself. That's what's important, and that's what's going to drive you forward. And it will build. Even if you just start with one tiny little thing and you do it consistently, it will build. Even if you just think of examples of things that you've done that reflect a quality about yourself that you may not be able to just say right now, oh, I'm this kind of person. Maybe you're not in that place. Maybe you can't say, I'm a compassionate person. But you can probably think of something that you did that exercised compassion, and think of that. Focus on that and allow that to be the bridge for you to be able to internalize that, to say, I did that because I'm a compassionate person. People who aren't compassionate don't do that. Thereby, I'm a compassionate person. I get to own that. I get to sculpt that. I get to make that my own. So I wish you the best moving forward as the year wraps up for the next year, and be who you are. I saw a great meme, I think that's how you pronounce it, on Facebook today, saying, you are what you've been waiting for. So love that. And my friend Ray posted that. So thank you, Ray. And I hope that you can take those words and use them moving forward. Okay, have a great week and see you next week. Bye.